If there's a crime of passion, it's pretty easy to increase the cognitive load on a person if they're having to work everything out in the moment, as opposed to somebody that has premeditated something, thought it through, know they're going to be where they're going to be. And when you look at his interview, this is when he's being talked to before they found Shan'ann, Bella, and Cece murdered.
Wherever they're at, like I have no inclination of where they're at right now. Like I've exhausted like every friend that I know of, and every friend that I have has called friends that Shan'ann has that maybe I didn't know about. And it's just like, it's vanished. Like she's not, like when I got home yesterday, it was like a ghost town. Like she wasn't here, kids weren't here. Like, I have no idea like where they went.
You see, at this point, he's distancing himself. He's referring to them as she and they. He's not talking about Bella and Cece and Shan'ann. He uses her name once, but then it's she and they. They're just gone. I mean, this is distancing language. He's using pronouns. He doesn't want to be familiar and talk about them. Do you get the sense that Chris Watts is telling the truth at this point? Does your gut level tell you that?
If you're asking us if, based off of our conversations with him, based off of what we've heard of this recounting, if we believe that it is authentic and accurate and what actually happened that day, I have no reason personally to doubt it. The slight concern we'd have is that the only reason why he might lie about it is if he was protecting somebody.
He wants this to seem like this was about an argument because he was going to leave her. In other words, that it was some sort of a crime of passion, but he may have had a different plan or may have thought this through more than just that particular day.
Right. We had been told that the job site where the bodies were eventually found of Shan'ann and Bella and Celeste, that there were other people supposed to be at the job site that day and that Chris had called them off. And so there is some speculation, like Tom is saying here, that this might have had some forethought to it.
You know, that's why I wanted to look at that tape of Bella, you know, singing in the back seat. This is a little girl. This isn't a statistic. This is a little girl.
And I think that's what the family really hopes that people can see, is that there's so much of this that happens that we become a little hardened to it and a little immune. And they want people to know, this was our daughter, these were our grandchildren, we loved them, they were real people. And to watch him, it's incredibly scary to see how composed he appears to be and that he can stand there and lie.
And you know, look at him now in this freeze frame. I mean, you look at his forehead and around his eyes, there's no stress in this man's face at this point.
No.
And what I'm saying is, if this had not been premeditated and he was having to put all this together in real time, that's when it's cognitive overload, and he's not here, which is why I don't believe this was a crime of passion. And you say that there is some indication that he may have called people off of that job site ahead of time. How does he call the people off? Does he?
From my understanding of it, there were multiple people working that job site that day. There was something that needed to be done at the job site, and so he essentially said, well, no, I got this, it's fine. You don't need to come around, I can handle this.
That wasn't found out until afterwards?
That's our understanding, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.